Hey, sorry about the wonky camera angle. I'm a still guy, not video. It's an iPhone, which is nice. But I had lent a friend of mine my camera, and he said it was probably a good idea maybe to throw something up on the web because there's not a lot out there on how to load this particular camera. It could be a little tricky, so thought I'd do a little tutorial, load it up on the internet. This is a Widelux camera, and it's pretty awesome. It's panoramic film camera. It operates on a fixed 35mm, fixed 26mm lens, 35mm format. And the way it gets its width is by a rotating turret, sort of like that. So it's fixed 26 that rotates across. And just to give you a little bit of an overview, it has full aperture range, and it has 3 shutter speeds. So basically this is the top of it. It's a Widelux f7, as you can see, and your aperture dial is right here, as opposed to being like on a barrel of a lens. It's right here, and if you can see, there's a little dot. It's currently on f11. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe not. It's currently on f11 there, but it can go to f8, 5, 6, 4, and down to 2.8. Generally, I try to keep it at f11 because the thing about this particular lens is it's it's a fixed focus, and I think it focuses at something like 11 feet. So you can't actually focus the lens. The only way you can ensure focus is to shoot as deep a depth of field as you can and let that get your focus in. So that's basically going to give you, hey kitty, that's basically going to give you f11, and I try to keep it at f11. And your shutter speeds are basically right here, and you have, not great with this lighting, hey baby, you got it at a 15th of a second, a 2/50th of a second, and a 1/25th of a second. You know, a 1/25th of a second, that's good street shooters. 252. These are basic street shooting speeds, and then you have 15th. And the 15th is remarkably hand holdable because it takes on a 15th. It takes its exposure. It would seem pretty slow, but because it's only exposing a sliver at any given time on the film, that means you could really get not only the ability to handhold without too much camera shake at a 15th, but you can also get really interesting effects if somebody drags their hand across either while the turret is rotating. It'll stretch things out, so you might have a perfectly clear background, very crisp, very sharp, and then this sort of amorphic, stretched, surrealistic kind of vibe. It's just an interesting camera, and you can do a lot of different things with it. But so basically you have your 3 shutter speeds there. You have 15, 125, 250, and you've got your full range of aperture right there. Shutter release, wind, which is my biggest complaint. It's very noisy. So while the exposure is very quiet, relatively, that's what gives you away, you know. So you've got your rewind, shutter release, a little bubble level, just to make sure that you're, you know, on the right plane if you're one of those people that likes everything flush. Aperture, shutter speed, and rewind.